Hello, everyone, all my DIYers out there, solopreneurs, aspiring web developers. Welcome to another episode of DIY Web Strategy Labs. And today we got another lab. We're getting ready to register our custom made WordPress template design. So we don't, or our theme, WordPress theme. So we have active 2023 here. That's our WordPress theme currently. We could actually go in here and design our website from just this. We could design a whole website from just this alone, because it's all block Gutenberg development now. It's not traditional themes anymore. So here I have the block themes developer documentation, and down here it has classic themes and block themes. So the difference between classic themes and block themes is the classic themes, they do use PHP files to display the parts of the content, but block themes use PHP as a fallback. They actually use HTML. Classic themes use a template hierarchy. So do block themes. Classic themes use PHP functions such as template tags to display content. Block themes use blocks for everything, literally everything. And the post content blocks is the equivalent of using the content function or the content method, whatever it is. But use PHP functions to make the text translatable. Classic themes use PHP functions to make the text translatable, and the text in HTML files is not translatable in block themes. Block patterns can use PHP functions to make text translatable. In classic themes, classic themes use PHP functions for if-else conditionals. Block themes use block settings to achieve different results. And yeah, that's actually something that I think is a lot more convenient for users who may have a developer that created a theme for them, but now you want to give you're handing that theme off to the client, and the client now needs to make some changes or something like that, some small little detailed changes that they want to throw on the website. Now the developer doesn't have to do it. The client can on their own. Or if you're a do-it-yourselfer, solopreneur, you can do it on your own instead of you can make changes on your own instead of having to go into the code and create PHP. What else is like? I don't have to go through all of these. You guys can read this. I'll leave a link in the description. But there's see, it says here classic themes can register a custom logo, and for block themes they use the site logo block. So you'll see in block themes, so blocks are blocks contain code, snippets of code, but the way you write blocks is not, it's almost like writing comments, but you'll see. You guys will see in the future like how all of this stuff works. Okay, so let's look at the benefits of block themes. So block themes enhance loading performance. I think that's a huge thing. When you want to have a site that loads really quickly, You can get penalized a whole bunch for having a slow uh, loading time on your website by Google. And granted, Google is probably not going to be the number one search engine forever, but you want to make sure that you can still, I guess, get all the benefits that you can, because Google crawling your website and ranking it higher, it can only add more benefit to you, even if Google is no longer the number one search engine in the market. Let's say they drop down to the bottom of the list. I still say that that's still a huge benefit by having a faster loading time, because not only that, you got people who were coming to your site, and if it takes a long time for your site to load, they'll just bail on it. They won't even wait for it to load. So load times are good. Block themes are not required to manually enqueue style sheets for both front end and editors. So you'll see, I guess I'll have to show you guys how style sheets are enqueued on the front end. Yeah, I'll have to show you guys what that's like, how that works. Theme.json handles all aspects of theme support. So of add theme support. So you guys will see how, okay, let me go over to the VS Code real quick. Let me show you guys what I got over here. So you guys will see, let's go to content, themes. Let's go to 2023. I don't know if, so they got the templates, directory, styles, patterns, parts. Those are the HTML files, and then assets. So these will be a lot of like, like fonts and things like that. If you're using fonts, yeah, it looks like that's the only thing that's here. Or no, wait, is this under fonts? Yeah, it is under fonts. Yeah. So here we have theme.json. And basically it's got all the styles. Like here, let's go up here. It's got the schema, the version of the template, custom template, so the name is blank, post page types. I guess these are all parts, like parts of the custom template, but or I'm not sure what this property is. I have to look it up. But settings, and then color, the palette. So this will be like your color palette that you'll see in the editor. Layout, the content size, the wide size, spacing. So this will be like how all the content is spaced, spacing sizes. What else? Units. You can change the units that the unit of measurement for like image sizes and things like that, font sizes, typography. So like where the assets were here, you'll see the fonts here. So we got DM Sans regular. So we'll probably see that here. Yeah, there's DM Sans. It's just all DM Sans, it looks like. Plex Mono. I don't see that one here. Oh, here it is. Plex Mono. IBM Plex. And then another one. Enter variable font. And then it's a lot of font sizes or fonts, and it's a lot of different fonts that they're using for the 2023 theme. Okay, so let's we got font sizes here. That's another property. Use root padding. Aware alignments, root padding, aware alignments. I need to look up that property too. It says enables root padding to be applied to the contents of full width blocks instead of the root block. Okay. Styles, blocks, core navigation, like we're going to learn about all these things, okay? We're going to go through like the documentation little by little and kind of just go through and build the DIY web strategy website going off of the block theme setup. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to create a custom theme. So we're going to register our custom theme. Okay. So the first thing that we want to do is come back here to theme setup. So let's go back to the theme documentation and go to block theme setup page, file structure. Block theme requires a style CSS file and a templates index HTML file. So you guys remember seeing in the content WP content folder directory. Go back to the themes 2023. So you have to have the style CSS file. We got that here. And we're going to basically do something similar to this. And then we got to have the theme.json file. We got to also have the templates directory. And I think the index HTML file and then the index PHP. So yeah, index HTML file, style CSS. Oh, that's it. I don't need the index PHP. I think I should have it though. No, like, cause yeah, it says the example of the file structure, functions PHP, index PHP. I don't think I need the functions PHP, but I think I do need the index PHP. Oh, no, it's not required. The index PHP is not required. So style CSS is required. Index HTML is required. You need the templates directory. So you can have the index.html file. So let's go ahead. Let's create a new directory up here. Called, what are we going to call this? DIY web strategy. And we're going to add a file called style.css. And we're going to add a directory called templates. And we're going to also add a file in there called index.html. So we have the required files. I do believe that the theme.json file is supposed to be there, but I'm going to go with what this is saying because I remember just setting this up. We ran into some problems, but I don't know. We'll just let it go and see what happens here. But I do need to set up the style CSS. file. So theme setup function, an example setup function inside functions PHP and a block theme may include WP block styles and an editor style. I'm not getting ready to do much with this right now. We'll probably do this in the next video, but we will make sure to get the CSS, the style CSS file, and we'll put in our screenshot PNG. Okay, so what I did was I came over here, I went into the folder, I got my files over here. You guys could see the files, index HTML, style CSS. And now I'm going to paste that image, but I'm going to change the name of it to screenshot. Now I have the screenshot there. And now all we have to do is grab our style CSS information. So I'm going to get this from here, the 2023. I'm just going to copy it. And I'm going to put it here. But I'm going to make all the changes that need to be made. So what needs to be here, we're going to change this to DIY strategy labs. Now you want to have the URI be basically whatever your website is, or wherever you're hosting your website, or the theme, wherever you want the theme to be found. So I'm going to have it over at DIYWebStrategyLabs.com. Oh, it's not WebStrategyLabs.com. It's WebStrategy.com. I'm always forgetting that. It's not the WordPress team for the author. It's me. Author URI. Let's just put the same address there, because I could put my other website, but that is no longer up right now. So now we're gonna get the description. A custom theme. The DIY for the DIY Web Strategy Lab website. And let's just leave it at that. Let's keep it at least 6.1, test it up to at least 6.1. I think we're at 6.1.2 now. So let me double check. Where are we at? Yeah, no, we're at 6.2. So we're going to be testing this in up to 6.2. Let's make sure we're at 6.2 there. That's the version of WordPress, I'm sorry. Requires PHP 5.6. We'll leave it at that. Version 1.0 is the very first one. We'll still keep the GNU General Public License. Version 2. We'll keep that URI as well. The text domain has to change. We're going to change that to DIY Web Strategy. You guys would change yours to whatever it would be for you. So the theme name would be your name of the theme. Theme URI, where you're hosting your theme at. Author URI, where they can find you at as an author. Text domain, just the name of the theme. And then tags. I'm not gonna do one column or custom colors or none of this stuff. I don't think I need any of that, but um I don't need it, but I'm gonna keep it. I don't care. So let's save this, and we're going to go back to WordPress, our local WordPress. Because, by the way, we are running here. Let me go back to the other screen. We are running a local Docker WordPress. And if you want to learn how to run a local Docker WordPress setup, I have a video up in, you could either check the link in the description, or there will be a video in the top right hand corner of the screen. That little, you'll see the icons show up on the screen. But yeah, we're running a Docker container WordPress local environment. So now that we have that up, let's go back to our WordPress environment. Let's go back to the dashboard and go to appearance and themes. Now let's see if our theme loaded up. We see DIY Web Strategy Labs right here. There's my image, my screenshot. I loaded that screenshot in there. It's actually, the image is not, the reason why it looks that way is because like there's this space down here, is because I didn't size it properly. I think they're 1200 pixels by 800 pixels. And if I look at what that image, what the dimensions are of the image, let me see. What's the properties on this? What are the dimensions? I'm not exactly sure, but I know the size of the file. Where's the details? Oh, so okay, 200 and so it's 2560 by 1440. That's massive. I need to I need to fix that image. But I was using that image for my YouTube channel. You guys, this image probably looks familiar if you're a subscriber to the channel. But yes, and this is actually a very old image, and I need to update this image. But yeah, so it worked, and we can activate this. But you guys, once we activate it, it won't even really work. You'll see nothing on the screen. It'll be literally nothing on the screen. So yeah, empty template index. We don't even have the index PHP file to fall back on. Let's see if we could add an index PHP file and then do like a hello world tag or something like that. So I think I'm in the proper, no, I'm not in the proper folder. So let's go back to the other screen. And I'm going to go into this folder here, the DIY Web Strategy folder, and create a new file. Sorry, I keep doing this. I don't know why I keep doing that, but let's right click and click new file. It never goes in the right one. Why does it keep going there? All right, that's right. Okay, so index.php. So let's just create a h1 tag that says hello world. And save it and refresh over here and see if we see hello world. Okay, we don't have the hello world up here. Oh, we had to change the index.html. So let's go back to the screen. Change the index.html to I don't know, random .html. Now let's go back and refresh the page. And it should say hello world. There we go. Hello world. All right. So remember when we went to the documentation and it said on the in the last page, it said the difference between classic themes and block themes is that block themes use PHP as a backup. It uses PHP files as a fallback if WordPress cannot find the HTML file. It couldn't find the random HTML file here, which is supposed to be index.html. We need to have index.html there. And it falls back onto index.php. But we're going to get rid of this. We don't need it there. We're going to actually put some PHP in here later on in another video. But for now, we're getting ready to actually design the theme. We're not getting ready to do any coding just yet. We wanted to get started with registering the theme, but we want to design the theme next. And then once we design the theme, we can come back and add the theme, our custom theme, to WordPress. Now that's gonna be actually several more videos coming in the future. So I hope you guys like this one and stay tuned for the ones coming up in the future, because this will be more like a series. Actually, I should make this into a playlist, but a separate playlist. But yeah, like pretty much this is how you set up a WordPress website. We're actually doing one on localhost right now, but gotta be patient. In the future, we're gonna have a WordPress website that you could actually access online and use. Okay, so follow along. Not every video coming up will be about building this theme, but there will be, by the time I'm done with the theme building videos, you guys will be able to understand how a theme works, almost like it'll almost be like second nature to you. You'll be able to build a theme so quickly. Okay, and you can use like building a theme. Like you don't necessarily have to have like some elaborate website. You want to make sure when people come to your website, they can immediately do what you want them to do. We'll talk more about that in the future as well. That's going to be in a mindset and strategy or strategizing video, because we're going to have strategizing videos and things like that. It's not going to all be about tech and coding and, you know, designing and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of mindset in there as well, because we want to be successful. We don't want to just know how to do a bunch of stuff. We want to be successful at it as well. We want to help people. We want to change people's lives. We want to be able to create things, build things that solve huge problems. WordPress can do a lot of that stuff. Okay. So I hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe if you did. Leave a comment. Please leave comments if you don't understand something. If something is a little foggy for you, leave a comment. I'm going to start doing lives in the future. I think I'm going to do them once a week, and then I'm going to have people come on where I can help you solve whatever problems that you're dealing with. If you have a website or a web page or anything, or you want to get a website or web page or a web application created, come to, you know, the live stream, and then we'll get on a Google Meet call, and you can share your screen and show me what you're working on, and we can try and fix the problem. If there's a problem that you're running into or something like that, we can try and solve the problem together. And it'll help benefit for other people as well who are possibly watching, because those people who are watching will get to see how you solve these problems, the process that you go through. It'll basically be like me not even really doing much. Like all I'm doing is guiding you. So, because I think that a lot of this stuff is really just, once you figure it out, once you see it, and once you actually, you know, take the steps to do it, you're gonna know it forever. It's gonna stick with you forever. It's a skill that you're never gonna forget, and it's a valuable skill, I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, comment below, share this video, please. If you guys know somebody that might need this video, share it. And I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Peace.